He slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback that makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. While they attend to him, we'll step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mills now. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. Brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, this time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now.
I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3 inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Bridgewater. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No receivers open, so he's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Bridgewater. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April or May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mills to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long and way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. They got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Bridgewater. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 39, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. They'll get this underneath to Madison, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes it a 21-10 game. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans back out there and ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On second down, here's Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Mills now looks to throw on first down. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Pierce now up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mills on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. A first down throw for Mills. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mills on first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Right side, complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
To throw, Mills.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The missed opportunity for an interception by the kickoff was wrong. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense...
And this throw will be intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And they'll go right back to Pierce. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 2. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out. And the football will be on the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Bridgewater now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Bridgewater again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bridgewater. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards.
And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
96 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They go play action. Mills. Throwing for Dobbins on the crossing route. He's got him.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Mills. And he's got Jordan complete right side.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mills now. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with Pierce.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
So where did the running room that he had in the first half to go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. So they made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
7th play of the drive now as they come up over 3rd and 3.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he goes through, dropping for an 8-yard loss.
The offense so far this drive, getting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and Nashville became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. First down, Bridgewater.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35 on second down, Mills. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the 5 on this play will move the sticks. Mills. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, it's Walker. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll try for the first with Walker. Gets around him. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This is Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
This was on infraction defense.
free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mills.
His throw incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route. When you throw it, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Give left side for Pierce.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mills on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Handoff left side, Pierce.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 4 and it's 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, colleges, they're on scholarship too in the NFL. They're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
3rd and long for Mills.
He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're talking about thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go backwards there, 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 4th and 3.
I figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Mills. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, Mills. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good run on that. Really big play. But he could not pull it in.
Wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, forcing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now, Mills. This pass caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Here's
Pierce. Touchdown, Houston.
set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Escaping the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks...
He's got a man, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through all the way through. Go ahead, do it. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 22.
Off the play fake, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Give to Pierce.
Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Another carry for Pierce.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball, right?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Bridgewater's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On third and 1, here's Bridgewater.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down throw for Bridgewater.
Pass complete. It's Madison.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Walker now at first and 10.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run again with Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On third down, they run with Madison.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Up and good for Santoso.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Mills and the Texans
down by a field goal, a little over 40 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here first and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Here's Mills. Dobbins with it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 in one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday